I'm going through the manic depressant stage of something. One moment I'm right up, the next moment I'm coming crashing down. So yeah, maybe I've got to just back off a little bit, slow down, slow up a bit. Yeah, but I've realised what I'm actually creating are palaces in your mind. Palaces. See how it looks like a palace? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I love creating things to put into your mind. Like accounting, I think it just sits there and resides there. You think about it over and over and over. And so it's not a palace. That's like an industry in your mind. But what this is a palace in your mind. I don't know what paper trail is. Just a mad idea. Um, but yeah, no, the club is actually a palace in your mind or in the man's mind, and probably in the woman's mind as well, because I think it's important to them. They want a palace because they're living in hovels, or maybe not hovels, but you know, and we're all in sort of living somewhere we don't want to be. So maybe we're all wanting to make a palace in our mind that we can work in, live in, work in. And I don't know, in one form or another. I don't know. But I think that's what's underlying my thinking. I don't know what it's like for you, but for me, it's like I'm creating this, not a workplace for you, but a palace to work in, or to help fix, um, or do whatever. I don't know, maybe. I'm just stuffing her with ideas. Yeah, but the best way to think of it is what I'm trying to do is create some sort of palace feeling in your mind. Um, it's probably I don't know, with sort of ranked hierarchy, and maybe I don't know what can come out of it. But it's that's what I think it is, and it's just as far as I'm concerned. I was about to say something. I won't say it now. All I was really saying there is it should be open source. And I don't know if I let somebody else have too much say in it. I think it would probably ruin it. I don't know. Because really what it is a collection, like what do you call those things? A collage. You stick bits of paper on it. Yeah, it's a collage. It's a little bit of everything all put in there. Just every little different experience and anything that's worked. Nothing that's, things that don't work I haven't got in there. But yeah, it's like doing that. It's like a collage. Um, in fact, I don't even know how big the online market is anymore for this sort of stuff. But who knows? But it's fun to do. And if nothing else, if it doesn't work or anything else, I needed a break. I really, after everything and after all of it beforehand, I actually needed to have a break. And this is, if nothing else, I've got to be honest, it's given me a break. And it's just been so much fun. Uh, Before I go, I'll just tell you where I think the idea may. Well, no, I think I've always built cubby houses in my back garden out of wooden. We used to have wooden fruit boxes that big. I used to build cubby houses, and that's kind of like the website. Um, but we always tried to build cubby houses as boys and that sort of thing. And then when I had Jackie, we used to go to this place called McPherson's Crossing, and it's a narrow river. You can walk across it. It only goes up to your knees at worst. And it's a river, freshwater river, no salt. We're along quite away from the sea here. And it was always different. And it had this sort of sandy beach and a tree and that sort of thing. And you could climb up what was alluvial, sort of just been deposited by a million floods. But right up the top, it was flat. It was like a mesa. It only had trees and everything growing there. And Jackie called it the Fairy Ballroom. You see, that was her castle in her mind. And that's where I sort of think I got the idea, the fantasy of it all. Your castle in your mind. Uh, it's a castle or a, what did I call it? I actually had to write it down. I'm taking notes. Uh, I can't think. What is the fairy for it? What did I call it? It's a palace. Yeah, I described it as a palace. Yeah, and that to Jackie was like, that this area and is not far off from here. When she was 2 or something. Yeah, it was like a palace in her mind, like a fairy ballroom, place special to her. And that's sort of like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's everything I create is trying to react to some sort of problem. And I'm drawing from my life, things that I felt in my life and the experiences I've had. And it's all going in here. Um, and it goes into all of them, actually. It's a way of probably summing up your life or something. I don't know. Maybe I was collecting the whole time. Maybe I'm just a weird sort of artist. People do think I'm a bit strange, and I guess I am. But yeah, that's what I want to create. A palace in their mind. In both minds, actually. That's why I've started, it only dawned on me this, when I thought, all these cutouts, I thought, and they're saying, oh, what do you use this for? And I was sitting there thinking, duh, obviously it's to create bullshit. Either in the media or personally, anywhere. Just to create this for, instead of having that behind me, I could be talking to a high-level executive who probably also has that behind, but he has an overlay. Oh, cool, eh? That could be the next joke. This guy sitting in a caravan talking to another guy sitting in a caravan, and they both have these really impressive overlays. But I think this is where it's going. That'll be the next thing. It's creating, and I've just watched video of the algorithm that and they're saying how careful you have to be. It's got to be perfect. So, and I think they reckon Skype's got it, but Skype's giving me the runaround. Fucking Microsoft. So I don't know if I can find it in there. It's going to be tricky, but if I can get it. But that's the idea, creating an illusion, and boom, we're right at the very beginning of it. So don't fuck around, okay? When I say run, you run. Whoops, I thought it was him. Okay, I'm setting to this. Palace in your mind, like a castle. Bye.